All right, guys. Well, today I want to talk to you guys about my paintings and what they mean to me and why I do what I do. So I'm going to break it down. Stay tuned. So I want to start off with this picture. So this is one of my paintings I did in 2000, I believe it's 2021. Actually, no, I scratched that. It's 2020. It was 2020. So this is a print. I don't have the painting anymore because I sold it. And I just wanted to share this with you. It was during the pandemic, 2020, and I just had a few canvases laying around. And I just wanted to create this, like this piece of the universe. Like she's a part of the universe, and she has like in different sectors of the universe. I don't know where I come up with this stuff, but bear with me. And this is her realm, and every realm has a different character. So if you look, she has the orcas, and then they integrate in and out, like they go through dimensions, and that's why every time they enter a different dimension, they change shape. That's why you have that grid, kind of like that Tron style look, the neon look. And then right here you have another orca just swimming. It's funny how it's all small, and it's like the whole main picture, and then you got that guy. So that's actually one of my uncles. He's no longer with us. He passed away in 2014, but he liked a lot of westerns, a lot of western movies, and he always wore like had a lot of John Wayne movies and stuff. So I kind of like painted a silhouette in memory of him, because anytime I go through stuff, I just have a thought or an idea, and I just run with it. So right here, I ended up painting him like he just opened a portal, just like, wait, what's going on here, and just embracing everything he's seeing around him, and he's like, whoa. So then what I started doing from there, after this image right here, he teleported to another dimension, and then you see him there walking through the door, like he's turning back. So kind of like he's looking in this portal, like he's looking in here, and he's actually looking outwards this way. So I started making a connection between the paintings and started having them interlinked. So the reason I'm filming all these together, sorry, I'm out of breath. The reason I'm filming these for you to see is because I'm no longer gonna have them. They're all like, most of them are gonna have homes soon, so they're not gonna be around. So I feel like this is a perfect time where I have this series all around me to explain each individual piece and the significance behind it, and how these paintings interlink with one another. So it's telling a story. All this is telling a story, and it all coincides with each other. So right here, you have another sentient being in her realm, and as he's looking in there, and she's kind of just in her feels with the neon light. And then this represents God's hand. So the title of it is God's touch. So it's kind of like she's going through it, she's in her feels, and then he's like, you know what, let me give her a little power to regenerate her. So that's kind of the significance behind the hand going down and kind of like giving her energy. And yeah, and then you could see different, like, I like to make different transitions right here, because you end up seeing like, it's kind of like different, like you're going through many different universes, like different layers of different worlds. So right here you can see the separation, and you can see the separation here, and right here it's like you see the canvas, then you can see the pencil, you can see the canvas, you can see the pencil. Then you start seeing like the nebulas form in her hair, like she's part of like the space. So it's just integrating different placements in one space. I don't know if that makes any sense, but I don't know why. I like this stuff, like just, creating worlds that people have never seen before. And I love palm trees. I have an affinity for palm trees. So I did these two palm trees right here, trying to kind of like, I did two of them. I wanted to put them more detailed, but I figured like there's already a lot going on. So I wanted to just simplify it and not make it too like it's taken away from the painting. So I wanted her to be the focal point, and the secondary would be the space cowboy. So he's like, looking from here and kind of like about to walk through that door. So then let's move on to the other painting. So the next painting, you see the space cowboy, you know, traveling, and he gets beamed up by a UFO. And then this is another character in here, and it's actually like a female, and she's driving through space and time. So he's like checking out, whoa, there's a Lamborghini here, and you know, she's driving through the grid. So right now you see like, you know, glass, because it's like she's breaking through a barrier and everything's shattering. And then that's why you see like the Pharaoh kind of like in the distance, kind of like that's like another sentient being in that realm. So, and I wanted to showcase like, you know, how just being creative and just making a general story for everything. And I wanted to just you know, show, this is actually going to Texas tomorrow, so it's already sold. And sometimes you don't, you just paint what you want, create a story as you go, you know, and just build on it, and then eventually it's gonna just start developing. And I wanted to showcase like this writing right here called Lose Yourself, because I lost myself, and I got so immersed into this piece that like I just wanted to just go AWOL, you know, AWOL on it. I don't know if that makes sense, but so yeah, you have the Pharaoh. So it's kind of connecting, because you see that space cowboy, he's teleporting, he teleported, and then boom, got beamed up, right? So now we're bringing you to this painting, and this is another sentient being. You know, she's a little different. She's in her own little realm. And then you could see the space cowboy making an appearance here. So what you don't know is that, see this planet right here? That's like a planet in space, right? Well, this right here is just showing you, you know, him on that planet. See, as you could see the red in the sky, and you see the blue. You see the red and the blue. It's kind of like you're looking through his perspective. You know, you're looking at him, and look, he has his like ranch. He has his like little, you know, his home there. And then the portal opened up. So as he transports into the portal, he starts traveling, and that's him right there traveling through space and time, hitting the next realm. And then I just wanted to, this one I put a lot of deep thought into it. That's why I always put these phrases sometimes in my paintings. So I put deep thoughts, because I just get into it, and I just like, I create these concepts that I don't know. And then you could see the glass breaking in this painting. So these are pieces of glass from here, because as you can see, it's broken up and it's breaking up. So that's why you have the glasses on there. So these interlink with each other. You can see some of them coming tapering off. So that's this painting right here. And then I did a neon tree. But yeah, it's a lot of trying to break it down for you guys. I mean, I'm making this video only because one of my clients, well, a friend of mine, he was telling me like, dude, I always just like, why does he do this? Why does he always questions me like why do I do this, and like where my mind is and stuff like that. And when I started to tell him the story, he was like, dude, like it makes me more intrigued about your paintings now that I know what it means, what it represents, you know. And then he was like tripping out on it. Yeah, so I know I'm out of breath right now just speaking. But so you have the car right here, right? So this person is like another being that's able to just go through different portals as well, right? And you see the cowboy being sucked up. So right here, see, this is actually the person could change cars, can change different, every time it goes to a portal, it could change into what it wants to be. So right here in this painting, as you can see, you have like the sky. This is another being right here, and she's on like taking care of like planet Earth and stuff like that. And then you could see the portal open up here, and she's like driving, and now she's in a Porsche. She changed. My favorite part on this piece is the reflection on the bottom. So this is actually found a home too as well. So it's no longer gonna be with us. So I wanted to, you know, just showcase this for you guys. As you can see, her eyes, I wanted to create like a native feel to it, you know, Native American. and I was very inspired. I went camping a while ago, and my cousin, she was really telling me a lot about the, you know, the how do you call it? Oh my gosh, she told me a lot about like the canyons and, you know, the land, and, you know, when we were traveling to go to our campsite, and she was talking about you know, how the Indians back in the day, I don't know, it was very inspiring. And I ended up doing that. And when I went camping, I actually took this painting with me, and I painted this sparrow over there. So I did film it in my earlier videos. I think it's like one of the 1 through 10s. You're gonna see a big mountain on that video if you guys want to check it out. I'll put the link down below. So yeah, and I'm gonna show you guys another thing after this. So yeah, and if you see like the UFOs, they're flying by. So could it be that the cowboy is hitching a ride with the UFOs? I don't know if you'll know. But yeah, this was very fun. It was a very, you know, well-balanced painting that I did. And I enjoyed doing this one. This one took me longer than what I anticipated. So it was very fun. And then I'm going to show you something after. But right now we're going to move on to this one. So you know how I told you there's like a girl being that's driving with these cars. Well, now she made an appearance. So that's her. And then there's the Lamborghini. Once it goes through different portals, it changes. So it went from like a purple Lamborghini, now it's like, you know, 2D Japanese anime. So and then this is her right here in her racing jacket, repping the Ink Bombers. And then you kind of have her like just chilling, kind of getting out of her car. And then I wanted to showcase like some animation, and like I wanted to show that, you know, paintings are like, you know, like $100 bills, like really valuable, that she's like worth something. And then she looks up at the night sky and she sees an anime nebula like looking at her. So she's tripping out right now. So right now she's not looking at us, she's kind of looking up. It's almost as she was looking at her, like, what's that? Like she was speeding, she got out of their car and just went like, what's going on here? Got out and she looked back, and that's what she saw. So that's the explanation behind this painting. And so now we're gonna go to this painting. In this painting, she traveled to another dimension, and this realm, this sentient being, she doesn't have any, there's no land, as you can see. So as soon as she poured it out, she fell into water, and that's why you kind of have her looking like, hey, who's in my water, who's in my pool of, you know, in my world. And then that's her kind of falling in the car deeper, and it gets black. And then so yeah, so I wanted to showcase that. And that's kind of like everything's kind of sinking in with each other. And right here I did like a two-piece painting. I don't know if you could see it, but right here I did Rick and Morty to kind of have the explanation at this is kind of like ending it, because these two characters, if those of you that know Rick and Morty, they travel through different time dimensions, different realms. There's like different universes. So this is kind of a significance of why I did all this, you know, to connect everything together. And so it's like you see Morty going through a portal, and then Rick opening up another portal with a spray can. And then this is my new phase and my new paintings to make like a comic book strip. So you're gonna start seeing more of this style in my newer paintings. So just wanted to share that with you guys, and, you know, share this before they all go away, because I'm not gonna have them in my hands anymore. So I just wanted to share that with you guys, and hopefully you guys like this video. I will be making prints soon, so I just want to give you guys a heads up. This one's going to Texas, and this one is going to my cousin because he wants this one. So yeah, I just wanted to share that with you guys, give you a quick little briefing. And then my next video after this, I'll give you a sneak peek. I'm not going to show you too much, but I'll just show you that. That's it. I'm sure you guys seen it on my shorts or whatnot, but yeah, this is I just love doing this, man. I love painting. Like I can't explain it. Eventually I'm gonna try to incorporate t-shirts with these, you know, so in the future. So just keep an eye out. it's a lot of work. This is a lot of work. So I'm only one person, so very difficult to do everything, you know, shipping, all that stuff. So yeah, guys, you guys have a good one, and thanks for watching. And like and subscribe, I will greatly appreciate it. And then check out my website, it's down the link below. I got some custom stickers. I actually got stickers of this painting, so if you guys want some of those, shipping's free. If it's domestic, anything outside of the US, it's a little more. And then we have some pins. So I got some ink bomber pins. These, they go on hats. These are pretty cool. Put them on your hat, your shoe, whatever. And then yeah, and I would greatly appreciate the support. You know, it keeps me going, keeps the fuel to the fire. And let's keep building. Let's see where this goes. This is it's been a full year of just painting consistently. So you know, this is awesome. Like when I look at all this, it's like, wow, this came out of my mind, came out of my head. You know, it's a trip. So peace, and stay safe out there, and enjoy my channel. Remember that painting I was telling you about? It goes in the dark. So does a bird. Later, guys.